Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are sitting down and playing with a brand new palette that I'm so excited about. I can't wait to dive in. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, because once the channel reaches 5,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a huge giveaway and you will want to be a part of it. With that being said, let's jump right in because I am so excited to talk about what we're playing with today. Okay, we have the brand new release Natasha Denona Glam Palette. I cannot wait to share this with you guys. I put a poll up on my Instagram stories right before this was released, and I asked you guys if you, kind of what you thought about it, if you felt like we needed this in our lives, if it was, not interesting, and every single person said that they were obsessed with it. So naturally I ordered it because there's a lot of neutral palettes out there, okay? But I have not seen one like this in a while. Let me open it up. It came shipped crazily. Look at all this extra packaging. This was inside another Sephora box. They really did not want this to break, which I'm thankful for. So this is what the palette looks like. It's really pretty. Definitely gonna get fingerprints. I literally just got this out of the packaging, but that's okay. So this is what the inside looks like. There are 18 shades in here and this palette is $65. So this is not cheap. Natasha Denona is a high-end brand, but her formula is really great. It's a formula that's sort of like a cult favorite. I have not tried one of her neutral palettes, and the eyeshadows that I've tried in the past have been okay. I'm not mad at them, but they've never been my favorites. But when I saw this palette, I have not seen such a beautiful, cool tone neutral palette in a really long time. This reminded me a lot of the Sultry palette from Anastasia that you guys know I'm obsessed with. And so I just had to get this. I had to. And I had to let you guys know if it's worth it because $65, not cheap. So should we spend our money on this or not? We're gonna find out. I think I'm just gonna dive in, and I wanna do something neutral but a little smoky. I'm not sure if I want to go into some of the more gray tones or if I want to do the pretty neutral tones. Oh, wait, this is really interesting. I just was reading the names. So they're not shade names. They tell you exactly where to put them. Okay, I'm gonna 100% just follow these for fun. So if you look on here, it says center eye. What does that say? Smoke, blend, lash line. This is so cool. I've never seen that before. Have you guys seen something like this in a palette before? I'm going to start with a little bit of my P. Louise base on the back of my hand. I'm now like every other beauty YouTuber who is using this base. But you know what? If it works, right? All right. Eyeshadow primer is on. You guys, I almost wish I hadn't noticed these because it would have been really interesting to see if I did this how it was intended to be used or not. But I did see it, so here we are. I'm gonna start with the shade that says Crease, which is right here, and I'm probably gonna mix a little bit with the shade Blend and pop that in my crease, just like it says. I'm using a Morphe M503 brush. Okay, now I'm gonna take the shade Blend, which is a little bit lighter, and I'm going to just pretty much go right over the top of that and really smoke out the color. That is pretty, wow. I like where we're at. I don't think my eyes are even. I'm taking a little bit more of the shade Crease and popping it on the left eye. Okay, once I added that shade Blend, it really helped meld everything together. I think these do like melt together almost like really seamlessly, so that's nice. There's like a couple options for where you put shadows, and there's outer eyelid, center eyelid, inner corner, and brow bone. So the question is, which sort of combination do I want to go with? There's sort of a pinky combo up at the top. This one's really calling my name. There's like a gold combo, and then there's a really pretty like silver combo. I think I'm gonna go for the the pinky one. I just did pinks, but I don't know. This one's like really calling my name. So I'm gonna take this outer lid shade and apply that just with my finger to the outside of the lid. That is so pretty, you guys. The metallics in her formula literally look wet. Dang, that's pretty. Like, this formula is why these are so expensive. Okay, that formula is really, really pretty. I'm actually gonna apply all the metallics to my lid before really blending it out. So now I'm taking this center eyelid shade, which is like this really pretty peach champagne, and I'm popping it in the center. And pretty much while I'm doing that, I'm blending it into the other shade. All right, and now we're gonna take this shade called Inner Corner. I'm going to use my finger. I'm gonna use my pinky, and then I might take a brush afterwards too. Okay, this is the eyes so far. And that's like not blended out. These are really, really pretty. I'm going to take my same shade, dip into just a little bit more of that blend shade, and just sort of bring everything together. Dang, you guys, I can tell you already, I really like this palette. Holy cow. Okay, we are going to use a little bit of the shade Smoke, and we're gonna add that to the outer corners. And you'll notice I'm literally using one brush and my fingers to do this. Back in with a little bit of that shade Blend, just to bring everything together. I really, really like this look. Obviously, I'm gonna clean up the edges, but before we finish off the eye look, I am going to grab a couple more brushes and start my face makeup. Okay, we are just going to take a wipe, clean up these eyes a little bit. I will say that took me about, I mean, you guys pretty much watched it real time. It took me about 5 minutes to do this. I was expecting a lot longer, like a lot longer. So I am very pleasantly impressed. We are gonna hop in and do primer now. I'm doing 2 different primers. This is like purple primer day. I have the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas and the Becca First Light Priming Filter. I like to dual prime. I like to do a pore minimizing and then a hydrating one. I recently got this, I believe, in an Allure box, and I really like it. It's so pretty. And a little goes a long way with this. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is apply foundation. I am using the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation. This one is just the best match for my skin tone right now. I guess I could have used any foundation because I'm wearing a long sleeve, so you guys can't even see my face or the rest of me anyway. Okay, next we are going to conceal and add a little powder to the face, and then we'll go back and finish up the eyes. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like I need a little more coverage today. So we're gonna pack a bit more of this concealer on and just lighten things up, add a little more coverage. Okay, now we're gonna go a little under the eyes. We're going to take the shade Blend and Crease and Smoke, like all those brown tones. And we're just going to very lightly apply it underneath the eyes. I know this brush looks like it's purple, but don't worry, it is not. Then I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Smoke and bring that down there too, just so it meets up with the outer edge. Then you can always take your foundation brush or your sponge or the powder brush and just go over any lines that you don't like, that are a little too harsh. I think that looks good. And then I've got this little pencil brush and I'm gonna go back into the inner corner shade and apply a little more of that to my eyes. So the next thing I'm gonna do is apply liner and lashes, and I'm gonna do that off camera because it takes me too long. All right, the eyes are done. I think they are really, really pretty. We need to add some color to this face because the camera is washing me out. I look a lot like a ghost. Get the foundation off my lips, that helps a little bit. And now we're gonna go in with bronzer. For my lashes, I'm wearing our Dell 420s, and I used my Velour Lash and Go liner and glue. Seriously, if you guys need help practicing lashes or the glue normally irritates you, you need to try this stuff because it literally like changed my life. That sounds dramatic, but when it comes to false lashes, I need all the help I can get. For blush, we're gonna use this shade from ColourPop, which is called On the Horizon. It's like a really pretty pinky peach, and I think it will go well actually with the eyeshadow that I chose. Just like nice rosy cheeks. These ColourPop blushes from their, this was the Wild Nothing. That was the name of the collection. From the Wild Nothing collection are really, really pretty. We're just gonna highlight, and I've got this one from Revlon. It is their Skin Lights highlight. Ooh, that looks very metallic in this lighting. And then the last thing we need to do is finish off the lips. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have too many lip options. I'm gonna start by lining my lips. This is the NYX liner in Nude Suede Shoes. This is like a really neutral nude color, so now I just have to decide if I wanna go deep on the lips. I think I'm gonna use this shade, which is from Tarte. This is their C lipstick in 5 o'clock. That was literally maybe my worst lipstick application ever. I don't know what my problem is. That's really pretty. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of this gloss from Cosmakery. This is in the shade Bel Air. And I'm gonna put that right in the center of my lips to highlight. So it's like this really pretty nude caramel color. This is the finished look, and I am so happy with how it turned out. I think this makeup is stunning. You guys, I hate to say it, but I think this is a must-have palette. Definitely worth the money. This was so easy to blend and use, and it looks so gorgeous on the lids. Like, if you have a special occasion coming up, or you often have to do your makeup for work or being online or whatever, this is such an easy palette to use and it can be worn every day. Like obviously this is a little smoky, but you don't have to go this hard with the eyeshadow. There's even lighter colors in here. If you are someone who likes warm tones or cool tones, gold, pink, silver, this has everything. This might be my new favorite palette. Just gonna put it out there. 100% if you have your eyes on this, you need to pick it up. I don't think I've liked a palette this much in like months, maybe a year. This is so good. With Christmas coming up and the holidays coming up, if you have a beauty lover that you need to get a gift for, this is it, y'all. This is such a good palette. I think you're gonna hear a lot of people talking about this in the future. Oh, you guys, so pretty. This might have taken the spot of my sultry palette as my wedding day palette. Not sure, but this is so good. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself raving about this palette because I think I could sit here and tell you how much I love it for the next 2 hours, but you get the gist of it. That is everything from me today. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me. If you want to see me try more new makeup or you have a specific item that you're curious about, leave it in the comments below because y'all know I love doing these videos. So I will see you again very soon.